All right, going to try to determine the domain and range of this function, and we're going to try to decide if it would represent a function or not. So the domain is all of the x values, so that's going to be really easy. You're going to use those braces, and maybe if I had my marker ready to go, that is a terrible, it's supposed to kind of look like that. All the x values, that's -5, -3, 0, and 5. Range is all the y values. We'll kind of talk more about that later and what that actually means instead of just calling it all the y values. But that's what it is. It's all the y values. So listed all the x values for domain, listed all the y values for range. And is it a function or not? I wrote something in blue on the top right that x can't cheat on y. So for every x, over there with one y, nobody's cheating. We're good. Yes, that is a function. So these boxes over here, this way this thing is depicted over here, these are points, x and f of x. So like the point -5, -4 is on the graph. The point -3, -1 is on the graph. The point 0, 7 is on the graph, and the point 5, 8 is on the graph. So those are all points. They're just kind of, most of the time people explain this using like bubbles. They'll put this in a bubble like this bubble and they'll draw it. I just have boxes, sorry. Domain, all the x values. That would be -2, 1, 4, and 7. And the range would be all the y values. That'd be 5, 11, 17, and 23. And if I were to write this in terms of points, this would be -2, 5. 1 goes to 17, and 4 goes to 11, and 7 goes to 23. And I mean, you can look over at the bubbles, the boxes, or you can look over here at the points and see if x is cheating on y. It is not. Therefore, it is a function. Domain. Domain's all the x values. That's -2 and 5. Range is all the y values. That's 0, 4, and 8. Is it a function? Well, x can't cheat on y. If I'm making these points, that's -2, 0, and that's 5, 4, and that's 5, 8. And 5 is an x that's cheating right here. Look at that. Going to two y's right there. So, no, it is not a function. X cannot cheat on y. Next, domain. Domain here is just 4. And the range is 5, 10, and 20. So if I were to write this out as points, that would be 4, 5. That'd be 4, 10, and 4, 20. Is X cheating on Y? Yeah, a couple times. So no, it is not a function. Next, my points would be -5, 6, 0, 6, and 2, 6. So all the domains, all the x values, that's -5, 0, and 2. And the range is just 6. Is it a function? Well, is x cheating on y? Is this x cheating on y? Nope. Just go to 6. Is this x? Nope. This x? Nope. Yes, it is a function. Next, domain. I got 7, 10, and 22. Range would be 100 and 450. Is there an x that's cheating on a y? No, there is not. 7's only going to 1, 10's only going to 1, 22's only going to 1. Yes, it is a function. So now we've got this, kind of concept of x can't cheat on y, and that leads us to something called a vertical line test. So, we were given these boxes or we were given these, points over here on this side that look like this. And we were asked to determine if it was a function or not. And now I'm giving you a graph of something, and I want you to tell me, is it a function or not? So I've got my vertical line right here, and if it only touches one point at every intersection, then it is a function. So right there, it's touching up there at 4, 9, and then 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. All of these, it's only touching one time. Therefore, yes, that is a function. On this next one, though, I've got, oh, that's only 1 point right there. But then right here, it's always touching 2. X is cheating on Y. How do I know that? Well, like if I were to look right here, when X equals 4, X is cheating. That's, 4, 1, and that is 4, 5. So X is cheating on Y right there. Or if we had bubbles, somewhere in there, there'd be 4, and over here at f of X or Y, there'd be 1 and 5, and 4 would go to both 1 and 5. So no, that is not a function. Looking at the next one, take a vertical line, take your pencil and go across the screen, go across your paper and see, does it only touch 1 point? This one would be yes, it is a function. It only touches 1 point at all times. But we're on the right. Is it a function? Well, no. Anywhere over here, it's going to touch twice. X will be cheating on Y right there. So no, that's not a function. This one, if I took a vertical line, took it across, would it only touch 1 point? Yeah, it's wavy, but it's still only going to touch 1 point each time. So, is it a function? Yes. Is this a function? Can I take a vertical line across it? Yes. Only going to touch 1 point. Next on the circle. Nope. I mean, that would touch twice, touch twice, touch twice. Not a function. This one would touch twice each time. Not a function. Would these touch twice? Well, these look kind of goofy, but I think that this is a function. It's only going to touch once. If I took that vertical line and kind of drug it across left to right, it's only going to touch at one spot each time. And this one on the right definitely looks funny. It looks like it's in pieces. So if I were to drag that across, it only touch at 1 point right there, 1 point right there, 1 point right there, then 1 point right there, 1 point right there, 1 point. All of those have 1 point. So yes, it would be a function.